True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
To the Yankees faithful, in 24 hours, every sports channel will be talking about this. But the real story, the why behind the headline, you'll hear here first. A deal is taking shape in LA that will send shockwaves through the league, and it directly affects your path in October. Subscribe and hit the bell now so you aren't the last to know. Hello, Blue Crew, and welcome back to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your home for the most in-depth analysis and the hottest news about our beloved team. I'm your host, and as always, I'm here to dive deep into what truly matters to our Blue Nation. Before we get into today's bombshell news, a quick reminder: if you live and breathe Dodgers, if you want information that goes beyond the surface with serious, straightforward analysis, do yourself a favor and subscribe to our channel right now. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll ensure you don't miss any crucial updates as we chase another World Series ring. Trust me, you're going to want to be in the loop on what we're discussing today. Now, let's get down to business because the information swirling behind the scenes is simply too significant to ignore. I've been closely monitoring our front office's movements, and all conversations are pointing in one clear direction: the search for an elite arm to close out games. And according to a report from Matt Johnson of Yahoo Sports, which corroborates sources I've been consulting, one specific name has emerged with tremendous force: Ryan Helsley, the all-star closer for the St. Louis Cardinals. And I'm telling you, Dodger fans, this isn't just another trade deadline rumor. This is a strategic move that has the potential to be the deciding factor in our October campaign. Let's analyze the facts with the seriousness the situation demands. Our bullpen, while it has shown flashes of quality, has been a source of concern. The numbers don't lie. We currently have the 7th highest ERA in the league among relief corps, but the stat that truly grabs my attention and should concern all of us is that our bullpen leads the MLB in innings pitched with a significant margin of nearly 40 innings more than the runner-up. What does this mean in practice? It means our relievers are being overworked. They're being called upon to put out fires too early and too often. Part of this, of course, is a direct consequence of the injuries we've had in our starting rotation. The extended absence of key pieces forces the team to rely excessively on the bullpen, which is not a sustainable formula for a team aspiring to a title. It is precisely in this scenario that the acquisition of a player of Ryan Helsley's caliber transforms from a luxury into an almost vital necessity. Helsley isn't just a good pitcher, he's a force of nature. We're talking about a two-time All-Star who just last year led all of MLB with an impressive 49 saves. This season, he's already racked up 19 saves with a 3.27 ERA. But let's go beyond the basic numbers because the details show just how dominant he truly is. His fastball is simply electric. He is in the 99th percentile in MLB for velocity, with a frightening average of 99.3 mph in about 159.8 km/h. That isn't just fast. It's a speed that intimidates hitters, shortens reaction time, and generates late swings and weak contact. In a high-leverage situation in the 9th inning with the game on the line, having an arm that can consistently hit that mark is a psychological and physical weapon of inestimable value. But Helsley's arsenal isn't just about pure velocity. What makes him truly elite is his ability to combine that speed with a repertoire of pitches that deceive hitters. He's in the 93rd percentile in chase rate, meaning hitters swing at his pitches outside the strike zone 33.5% of the time. In other words, he makes hitters look foolish. His sliders and cutters come out of his hand on a trajectory that looks like a fastball down the middle, only to break late and dive out of the zone. This results in a high number of strikeouts and low quality contact, precisely what an elite closer needs to do. He doesn't just beat hitters, he dominates them. The thought of adding this imposing presence to the back end of our games is something that should excite every member of the Blue Crew, because it's the kind of move that championship teams make. Now, let's deepen the strategic analysis. Why would the Cardinals be willing to trade a talent like Helsley? While the answer lies in his contract status and the St. Louis team's current situation. Helsley is currently on a 1-year, $8.3 million contract and will become a free agent in 2026. For a team like the Cardinals, which might be hovering around the playoff bubble, capitalizing on the value of an asset like Helsley makes perfect sense. They can acquire high-quality prospects to rebuild or retool their roster for the future rather than risk losing him in free agency or seeing his value diminish. With Helsley turning 31, the window for the Cardinals to get a maximum return in a trade is right now. And for the Dodgers, this contractual situation is ideal. We're not talking about taking on a massive long-term contract. It would essentially be a 1.5-year rental, which lowers the asking price in terms of the prospects we would have to give up. And what about the cost? I know that's the first question on everyone's mind. Andrew Friedman and our front office are known for protecting our farm system, and for good reason. We have one of the strongest development systems in baseball. However, the window to win a title with the core we have, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, is now. You can't afford to pinch pennies when the ultimate prize is within reach. A trade for Helsley would likely cost a combination of high-level prospects. I would imagine St. Louis would ask for a young, nearly MLB-ready pitcher, perhaps one of our top 10 pitching prospects, and possibly a position player with high offensive upside who is currently in AA or AAA. Would it be a steep price? Yes. But would it be worth it? Absolutely. History shows us that strong bullpens win championships, and the opportunity to add a top 5 closer in the game is rare. Let's visualize the immediate impact on our roster. With Helsley's arrival, he immediately takes over the 9th inning closer role. This creates an extremely positive domino effect on the rest of the bullpen. Evan Phillips, who has been fantastic for us, can slide back into his ideal setup man role in the 8th inning, where he can face the heart of the opposing lineup. Bruce Dog Gratterall, with his devastating sinker, can dominate the 7th. Suddenly, the last 3 innings of the game are shortened. We go from a situation of uncertainty to one of absolute dominance. Picture the scenario, Blue Crew. Gratterall in the 7th, Phillips in the 8th, and a nearly 100-man-off heat of Ryan Helsley to slam the door in the 9th. That's more than a strong bullpen. It's a fortress. It's the kind of alignment that instills fear in opponents and gives immense confidence to our starting pitchers, who will know they just need to deliver a competitive game for 6 or 7 innings. The original report mentions that a trade for a bullpen piece isn't exactly vital because of the pitchers expected to return from injury in the second half of the season. With all due respect, I vehemently disagree with that assessment. In a title race, everything is vital. We cannot count on maybes or ifs. We need certainties. Depending on pitchers returning from major injuries to be in peak form in October is a risky gamble. A trade for Helsley isn't just a plan B, it's plan A to solidify the most volatile area of any baseball team. It's a declaration from our front office that they are all in. After the historic investment made in Ohtani and Yamamoto, it makes no sense to leave the season's success to chance because of a shaky bullpen. So, to sum it all up, our bullpen situation is an area of concern that needs to be addressed seriously. Ryan Helsley represents the perfect elite solution, a dominant arm on a team-friendly contract and available from a team that will likely be selling. This move will transform our bullpen from good to truly frightening, shortening games and giving us a clear, repeatable winning formula for the postseason. But now, I want to hear your voice, Blue Crew. What is your take on this? Do you think it's worth giving up valuable prospects to secure a closer of Ryan Helsley's caliber? Or do you believe the current group, with the potential returns from injury, is enough to take us all the way? Leave your analysis and your arguments in the comments below. I make it a point to read every single one. Stay tuned for more analysis and inside news. My job is to bring you the truth and the insights that really matter. To make sure you don't miss anything, subscribe to True Blue Nation Dodgers Report. We are your definitive source for everything Dodgers. Until next time.